I think being a citizen teacher is challenging. That said, it was totally worth it.
When I think about my own childhood experience, my education in particular, I had so many great teachers around me, so many good role models, so many professionals that I could look to. That was a gift, and that's what we're helping to give to students of citizen schools.
By the time they reach 6th grade, most low-income students have had significantly fewer opportunities to learn outside of the classroom compared to the more affluent peers. So Citizen Schools works by bringing in additional staff and local volunteers to help fill in that gap.
And they really get the students focused and engaged and give them a broader view of what's out there. And it opens them up to professions that maybe they didn't even know existed.
We know that Citizen Schools works. For students who participate in one of the middle school programs, they're more likely to go to a college track high school and 20% more likely to graduate from that high school than their matched peers.
And if I can help to bridge that gap and just one student, one apprenticeship at a time, then that is absolutely 100% worth my time.
An apprenticeship is a mini elective course taught by volunteer teachers to the middle school students. It's structured specifically for the mind of a middle schooler. Volunteers teach their apprenticeship once a week for 90 minutes for 10 weeks. They come from a variety of sectors and interests, including law, engineering, science, and healthcare. I taught rugby. Other teachers at my school taught nutrition, slam poetry, or computer programming. Citizen teachers receive the full range of training and support needed to successfully teach an apprenticeship. So we were taught topics like curriculum development, classroom management, and just being around middle schoolers again. Citizen Schools has an established library of curricula that includes everything you need to teach an apprenticeship. Handouts, activities, lesson plans, student engagement strategies. These can be used as is or modified to meet your particular goals.
One barrier that I thought would keep me from teaching an apprenticeship was the time commitment. But with the curriculum that Citizen Schools provides, with the team teaching that I took advantage of, with the staff members, with proper planning, getting my manager on board, getting my family on board, it was actually very, very manageable. And I've gone on to teach many more apprenticeships. The first time you get to interact with the students is during the apprenticeship fair. It takes place a week or two before the apprenticeship starts. And you basically pitch your apprenticeship to the students and try to get them interested in your topic so that they will come and join your apprenticeship during that semester.
So we start off teaching a little bit of content, maybe reviewing things from prior weeks, but then getting pretty quickly into hands-on learning for the students. It was weird having to deal with middle schoolers again, having to deal with like classroom management stuff. I'd never done that before. Every citizen teacher has a trained Citizen School staff member in the classroom with them. This staff partner helps us think through the lesson plans for each week and interact with the students in a more engaging way.
I remember the eye-opening moment for me when we were teaching documentary filmmaking, and we were trying to discuss openly with the students what they wanted to make the film about. We're thinking, okay, no air conditioning in school, or the food isn't so good in the cafeteria. And the students, they want to talk about gun violence and how that affected their lives and how they couldn't go out one summer at all, apparently, because people were being, shot in their neighborhood. And as much as me and the other citizen teacher thought, well, is that an appropriate, topic for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders? The students were, unfortunately, more than versed in that topic.
Many of these students are too familiar with what we may consider to be adult problems. Violence, poverty, substance use, and other troubles in their community. But despite this, the students are incredibly intelligent and eager to learn. I was amazed to see how willing they were to soak up new information and learn about the world at large.
And I know that any obstacle that I have to overcome to teach a class, it's so small an obstacle compared to the obstacles that the students themselves have in learning and getting themselves on the right career track. The moment I really knew I made a difference is at the WOW.
The WOW is the culminating experience for the apprenticeships. It gives the students the opportunity to show off their work and what they've learned over the past 10 weeks to members of the community and demonstrate how this learning will improve the community itself.
There had been a student in my class who was quiet, shy, didn't really offer any suggestions throughout the semester. But at the WOW, she was so excited about how many people had come out to see her. Parents, students, she just knocked it out of the park.
Rugby really emphasizes the value of respect. respect for the rules, opponents, officials, teammates, and self. And for these students, this may be the first time they've really wrapped their head around some of these ideas. And it's a set of ideas that will benefit them wherever they go in life.
Mostly it's shown me that I can impact students. I can be a motivator in somebody's life. Also, it's allowed me to connect with like-minded people. It's allowed me to brush up on skills such as public speaking, team management. It brought me together with students that I otherwise would not have connected with, and they wouldn't have connected with me.